partirons à la découverte de quelques 5 kilomètres de canaux du centre-ville.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. The tour will last about half an hour and we'll be covering some 15 kilometers through the historic city centre.
Okay, just be careful now. You've got to turn left here. Got to pass the lowest bridge of Bruges now. So mind your head here. This is the place where I lost my hair. So be careful. On va passer le pont le plus bas de Bruges. Alors baissez la tête ici. C'est ici que j'ai perdu mes cheveux. When you look closely, you can see the blood stains. Il y a des traces de sang. Okay, very low bridge. Mind your head. Attention la tête. On y va. Here we go. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna have to duck a little, eh? Be careful. And here we go. Careful, attention. Keeps getting lower and lower. Et encore plus bas et plus bas. Okay. Everybody still in, yes? Perfect. It's a good start.
À gauche, la brasserie artisanale de Halvemaan. Elle a été fondée en 1856 et aujourd'hui encore, on y brasse une bière régionale.
On your left, you can see the traditional brewery De Halvemaan, which has been in business since 1856 and still produces a local ale.
Make the beer there, the Bruges Zot, full of Bruges. The name of the beer, blonde and a brown one. Strong beer, handle with care. Produit le bière là, le Bruges Zot, le fou de Bruges, blonde et brune. Une bière forte, mais elle est bonne.
Devant nous, la Sasshuis du XVIe siècle, avec derrière le lac d'Amour ou Minnewater. Ce lieu romantique servait autrefois de réservoir d'eau et de point d'accostage pour les barges qui reliaient Bruges à Gand.
In front of us is the 16th century lockhouse with the Minnewater behind it. This romantic spot once served as a reservoir and mooring place for the canal boats which linked Bruges with Ghent.
À gauche, le béguinage, fondé au XIIIe siècle. Il n'y a plus de béguine depuis 1926. Il accueille cependant encore des sœurs bénédictines ainsi que des femmes seules.
On your left is the Begijnhof, which was founded in the 13th century. Since 1926, there are no longer any members of the Begijn order living there, and it is now occupied by Benedictine nuns and single women.
Single women. Let's go. From the brewery, on your right, you can take a guided tour in there. In the end, you get a free beer, do some tasting to leave the place happy. I can advise you to first visit the brewery and then the museums. That way they're less boring. Okay, and don't forget to mind your head again, you know. Attention la tête. Encore une fois, don't forget, n'oublie pas. It will give you a headache. Once we pass this bridge, just in front, you can see the town of the St. Saviour's Cathedral, Bruges' oldest parish church. The foundations are from the 10th century. Devant nous, si on passe le pont, la cathédrale de Saint-Sauveur. Les fondations sont du 10e siècle. Just in front, just on face. And once we turn right, a beautiful view on the Church of Our Lady. It was built in the 14th century in a Gothic style. Belle vue sur l'église Notre-Dame juste en face. Le 14e siècle, en style gothique.
À gauche, l'hôpital Saint-Jean, dont la partie la plus ancienne remonte au XIIe siècle. Il accueille aujourd'hui le musée Memling ainsi qu'une pharmacie du XVIIe siècle.
On your left is the St. Jan's Hospital. The oldest parts of the building date from the 12th century. It now houses the Memling Museum and a 17th century pharmacy.
We left somebody behind, I think. That's a joke, or not, who knows.
À droite, quelques petites maisons des XVIIe et XVIIIe siècles.
On the right, some 17th and 18th century houses.
They're all private properties. Sont toutes des maisons particulières. We've got nice places. You sit outside here, where it's fine. Of course, you have the annoying boats passing all the time. Got to turn left now. Away to got above the bridge on your left, on the wall there. You can see the smallest Gothic windmill of Bruges, a little square in there. The spy window. Sur la pont à gauche. Et là, on a tout petit, on va juste le petit carré là. Une lettre du spionnage. A little square above the bridge on your left. Petit carré, et tout la pont à gauche. Spy window.
À gauche, le palais des seigneurs de Bruges, qui date du XVe siècle. Il accueille aujourd'hui le musée de l'archéologie et des arts appliqués.
Way to top, you can see the gargoyles. Vous voyez les gargouilles au dos là.
On your left is the palace of the Lords of Bruges, which dates from the 15th century and is now a museum of antiquities and decorative arts.
This is the best place in Bruges. Over here, never seen right here. This is a very nice Bruges, she's Bruges, up ici. Les stalactites, vous voyez les stalactites?
À droite se trouve le musée Groninger, qui propose un aperçu de la peinture aux Pays-Bas méridionaux et en Belgique du XVe au XXe siècle.
On your right, you can see the Groninger Museum, which boasts an outstanding collection of southern Netherlandish and Belgian paintings, spanning the period from the 15th to the 20th centuries.
Les fenêtres de l'hôtel des Tuileries sont faites en verre de Venise, plus précisément de Murano.
The windows of Hotel de Tuileries are of Venetian glass from the famous Murano workshops.
Wait, we talk about Pisa. We have a strange kind of color. Not a place to play soccer over there. Okay, mind your head on the right-hand side. Attention sur la tête, à droite, s'il vous plaît. A bit narrow, and the bridge goes down, so watch out. Now, once we pass this next bridge, we're going to see just in front. That's the old guild house of the tanners, the tannery, worked with animal skins into soft leather. Le bâtiment juste en face, c'est l'ancienne maison de la guilde des tanneurs de cuir. Elle date du XVIIe siècle. Le bâtiment juste en face. So we're just in front now.
Voici une belle vue sur le beffroi. Une tour de 83 mètres qui se situe sur le Grote Markt. Il compte 366 marches et 47 cloches d'un poids total d'environ 27 tonnes.
We now have a good view of the belfry. This magnificent tower stands 83 meters above the Grote Markt. It has 366 steps and houses 47 clocks, which together weigh around 27 metric tons.
As you can see, it's not standing straight. It's leaning 1 meter to the right, to the southeast. Mais on sait qu'il penche 1 mètre à droite. Don't visit the belfry after you visit the brewery. Otherwise, it's quite hard. Pas visiter. Après que vous allez visiter la brasserie, autrement salut. Well, we have 5 different boat stations in Bruges, and they each have 4 boats. So 20 boats in total. No private boats allowed. Too small here, it'd be chaos. Il y a 5 embarcadères à Bruges avec chaque 4 bateaux. Alors 20 bateaux en total. Pas des bateaux privés, c'est interdit. C'est trop petit ici. C'est pas assez.
À gauche, la façade arrière du palais de justice qui date du XVIIe siècle. Il abrite aujourd'hui des bureaux de la ville de Bruges.
On your left, you can see the back of the 17th century law courts, which are now home to offices belonging to the municipal authorities of the city of Bruges.
Devant nous, l'un des plus anciens ponts de la ville, le Bruges, qui date du XIVe siècle.
In front of us is one of the city's oldest bridges, the Ney Bridge, dating from the 14th century.
They had to restore the top part of it last year. It's coming down. And it's safe now. I hope. Well, we all hope. The other bridge in France, called the Horse Bridge, in the 17th century, was one of the two oldest bridges of the city. Donc pour voir le pont de cheval du 17e siècle, ce sont les deux ponts les plus vieux de la ville. Le drapeau de Bruges à gauche, the flag of Bruges on the left, the red and white stripes, and a blue line on it.
Le mot mets vient de mécla, une plante de la racine de laquelle on extrayait un colorant. Au Moyen-Âge, celui-ci servait à teindre la laine ou le drap.
The name comes from meka, the Dutch word for madder. In the Middle Ages, the roots of the madder plant were stamped and used as a dye for colouring wool or linen.
À droite, la coupure, un ancien canal qui débouchait dans le canal de Gand.
On the right is an old connecting channel to the canal linking Bruges to the city of Ghent.
45 kilometers to Ghent. 45 kilomètres vers Gand. City. That's a symbol of Bruges. On the left, on the wall there, a little statue. The Bear of Bruges. Symbole de Bruges à gauche. L'ours de Bruges. Petit statue. Symbole de la ville.
Quelques pignons à redans, typiques de Bruges.
Lining the route of the canal, you can see a number of houses, typical Bruges step facades.
Do you have any purpose, those stairs? Just an old thing. The Middle Ages, the more windows you had, the more taxes you had to pay. The window tax, I think that you had it too. Pay live robbery to go there. That's why sometimes, look on the White House on the corner, you can see that they close the windows with bricks to avoid paying taxes. But some windows on the corner aren't real. It's painted as well. You can see it. You look really good.
Devant nous, l'église Saint-Gilles. Le centre-ville compte 9 grandes églises pour environ 22 000 habitants. Dans le Grand Bruges vivent quelques 120 000 habitants.
In front of us is St. Gilles-Kerk. In the historic city centre, there are 9 large churches for around 22,000 inhabitants. Greater Bruges has a population of approximately 120,000.
So beautiful renovated facade on your right. You can see the date on it, 1675. Très belle façade, vous verrez aussi, de 1664. Complètement rénové. And we're just in front now. You can see 7 houses, starting with the white one. And they're all 7 in a different style. So the one, the biggest one, is a néo-Gothic style. Et en face, les 7 maisons ont 7 styles différents. Le plus gros est en style néo-Gothic. 7 houses, 7 different styles. 7 maisons, 7 styles différents. I can see the map. The major.
Devant le bâtiment se dresse une statue de Jean Van Eyck, un peintre célèbre du XVe siècle.
The building with the tower in front of us is the 15th century Porters Lodge. So, because it was originally a meeting hall for porters, the rich merchants of the medieval city. It was later an art school and is now the municipal archive. In front of the building is a statue of the 15th century painter Jan van Eyck.
We're going to find the works of Jan van Eyck in het Koningenmuseum. Het verleden is brother Jean van Eyck. So let me see the one again. Very narrow house, just in front here, number 7. People sleep standing up in there. Need to go outside to change their minds. The house on your left. And all the windows. That one. That's a mistake. Both of them. Way too modern. C'est style clash. La maison à gauche. Avec tous les fenêtres, ça c'est une erreur, ça, une faute. Tous les deux. C'est trop moderne. It's a matter of taste, of course.
Le grand bâtiment blanc, à gauche, abritait au XVIIIe siècle le consulat d'Angleterre. C'est aujourd'hui une école primaire.
The large white building on the left used to be the British consulate in the 18th century and is now a primary school.
Little street next to the White House, just in front, where you can see the flag, once a bit closer. There you can find the oldest pub of Bruges, Café Oud Vlissingen, from 1515. They do have a new waitress now. On a très juste en face, c'est le drapeau, premier le café le plus vieux de Bruges, là, Café Oud Vlissingen. Depuis 1715. Nog een movement zijn gebeurd, no? And on your left, sticking out continues to the North Sea. C'est 10 km de Sea Bruges away, and 25 to Ostend. À gauche, le canal continue vers la mer du Nord. 10 km vers Zeebrugge et 25 vers Ostend.
On peut taper.
The end there, where it's up, the arches, just above the window. That's not bad, it's not true though. But it could have been. And these are all hotels, look at it. It's all toutes des hotels ici à gauche. Very romantic hotels. On the water side. Also on the expensive side. Turn right. After this bridge, gonna have a beautiful view of the city. Go next moment. Once we're under the next bridge, go to the oldest bridge. Former Palace of Justice and the Saint Saviour's Cathedral. Belle vue sous le pont, avec le pont le plus vieux, l'ancien palais de justice et la cathédrale de Saint-Sauveur, et le drapeau de Bruges, and the flag of Bruges as well. Bel salon de thé à droite. On n'a pas besoin ici, on boit que des bières. Beautiful tea house on your right. Not of any use here, because they only drink beers and Bruges. A beautiful view under the bridge. Belle vue sous le pont. Oldest bridge, former Palace of Justice, and the Saint Saviour's Cathedral. Point du vieux, l'ancien palais de justice et la cathédrale de Saint-Sauveur. And the refuse cabinet. Behind the next bridge on your left, that's one of the best hotels of Bruges, or the most known one, Hotel die Swane. Specializes in honeymoons. Been there 3 times.
Qui date du 19e siècle. Seule une petite partie est encore employée à cet effet presque tous les matins.
On the left, we're now passing the fish market, which dates from the 19th century. Only a small part of the complex is still in regular use.
Nous avons 10 km vers la mer du Nord, which is only 10 km away from the North Sea. Do you see the dragon head? The drain pipe on your right, the gargoyle. Mais la gargouille aussi à droite, the dragon. Weighing the still water. Not gonna happen today, luckily.
Voici devant nous quelques façades en bois. Les maisons ont été construites vers 1920.
In front of us are a number of houses with wooden facades, which were built around 1920.
It's a hotel right now. It's the same hotel from the movie In Bruges with Colin Farrell. C'est un hôtel maintenant. C'est le même hôtel du film Bombes de Bruges avec Colin Farrell. Good movie though, funny one. Jumped out of that window and into the boat. A bit violent movie, not a funny one. Not humor. Now we go under the beautiful tree. You can touch it and caress it like a hippie.
L'église Notre-Dame devant nous possède une tour en briques de 122 mètres de haut. L'église abrite entre autres une vierge marbre blanc, Michel-Ange, ainsi que le mausolée de Charles le Téméraire et de sa fille Marie de Bourgogne.
The Onze Lieve Vrouwenkerk in front of us has a brick tower and is 122 meters high. Among its many treasures are a Virgin and Child by Michelangelo in white marble, and the mausoleums of Charles the Bold and his daughter, Mary of Burgundy.
So maybe they till 6 o'clock. The only works of Michelangelo, they can find outside of Italy. Ils vont tous les jours jusqu'à 18 heures. Il y a un dimanche, je ne peux pas le faire. The left is called the Daver, the marketplace are only essentially. Now we only have a market here on Saturday and Sunday. Free market. Bij Diego s'appelle le Daver, die rubrique dans cette une place de marché, une abandon de siècle. On a seulement marché ici le samedi, marché au tous. On a bien vendu, belle vue. 122 mètres d'eau, complètement construit en des petits briques. 122 meters high. Completely built out of small bricks. No concrete, just bricks. Took over 200 years to build it. It cost us how many human lives?
Concrete and joint.
Only cement.
Devant nous, le pont Boniface, et puis à droite, une belle vue sur l'église Notre-Dame.
In front of us is the Bonifacius Bridge, and beyond the bridge, on the right, we can enjoy another fine view of the Onze Lieve Vrouwenkerk.
A beautiful view on your right. Belle vue à droite, complètement rénovée. C'est des quelques années. Ils ont dit 5 ans de l'église. 5 ans en Belgique. Ça veut dire this. Completely restored the church a few years ago. It will take 5 years to restore it. And they say 5 in Belgium. And they mean 10.
Nous voici arrivés à la fin de notre visite. N'oubliez pas le pourboire pour votre capitaine. Nous vous souhaitons un agréable séjour à Bruges.
Well, we've now come to the end of our tour. It's customary to tip the skipper, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in Bruges.
Say, see that the boats are thatched. Can I keep your hands inside the boat, thank you, especially on the left side. Enjoy the rides, then maybe don't forget your guides, and also faire a beautiful day here in Bruges. Restez ainsi, vous me lâchez, gardez vos mains à l'intérieur s'il vous plaît, faites-moi ici à gauche. Merci beaucoup et je vous souhaite un bon séjour ici à gauche. Be very careful with the hands on the arms to the left hand side, so don't stand in between. That might hurt. Don't be careful.